All right, hey, welcome to my channel. I'm going to start with a collective message, and then I'm going to go into the energy checks for the week for each zodiac sign. So I'm going to start with just a collective message, and then we'll do each zodiac, and I will timestamp it in the description. So you can go to the description for the timestamp. All right, let's do this. So collectively, what is this week's energy collectively? Having strength to leave things behind that are no longer meant for you. Yeah, you can't save your face and your butt at the same time. Having the strength to walk away from what's not serving you, to literally set that on fire or set a storm to destroy it, because it's blocking you from what you truly desire. It's keeping you stuck in a cycle that's just not for you. Find the fact in the feeling. So why do you feel the way that you feel? I'm feeling like the world isn't going to stop and wait for you. So you need to really address what it is, the cycle that you're going through. You need to address your feelings on it. And then you need to start moving forward in the direction that's right for you. Because the sun will rise whether or not you are there to watch it. So the world's going to keep going around. Things are going to keep going. You're going to keep getting older. You can continue down the same cycle, or you can start cutting out what isn't working for you and creating the reality that you truly desire, but that's up to you to do so. So it seems like that's the overall message for the collective. So I'm going to start with, let's just do the water signs first. Let's start with Cancer. Since I'm a Cancer, we'll start with Cancer. All right, so Cancer, what's the message, overall message this week for Cancers? Somebody's going to want to come in to communicate, but this person is very toxic. Be careful with this person. One, they seem very childish. Again, another knight at the bottom of the deck. They seem very childish. They seem very impulsive. And quite frankly, I don't think they're giving you the truth. I think there's a lot of toxicity around this person. There are people who dislike you just because you don't like yourself. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like there's people that in general, this might not even just be one person, again, because you have this other knight, but it's like there's people around you that don't want to see you succeed. So they're going to try to find all your dirty, your dirty information. Don't hide your dirty sheets in the washer, right? So be careful. There may have been some things that you've done in the past that you don't want people to know, or you try to keep hidden, and people are trying to unbury this about you or affect or make people look at you differently when it comes to your reputation. But be careful about who you're giving this information to about yourself, and who and where you're hiding it. Because you want to make sure that information isn't leaked out. From what I'm hearing, this feels like this is somebody that's influential or wants to be within your community. Or it could be even on a smaller scale where it's like you like somebody and somebody's talking bad about you so that they won't like you. So be careful of that, Cancer. That's the energy for this week. So let's look at Pisces. Give me the message for Pisces. Pisces. Oh, Pisces. You need to get clear about what your long-term goals are, where you want to go, even if that involves you having to relocate or move or do something online. I'm hearing the World Wide Web, the internet. Don't live to 94 without forming an art movement. To me, this isn't just about the art movement. This is about your purpose. Don't go through life and, one, have the joy, but not pursue your purpose. Go after the things that truly make you happy and that bring you fulfillment. What is your purpose? What is your long-term goals? Don't let anybody get you off track. And now is the time for you to really start putting motion into that. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like one. The moment you start trying to go after your long-term goals, you get clear about what you want and you put focus into that, it will all come together for you. All right, let's do it. We got one more water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's do Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio? Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. you're contemplating a new direction, a new idea, somewhere you can go, or how you can plant your seeds to make more money or to stand in your power. This is a good thing. I think right now contemplating is a good thing. It's not time to take action yet. It's time to plant those seeds and decide what you truly want, so that you can move forward and go after those things. Wow, that was a pretty straightforward message. So to be honest, look, 2 airplanes, it's giving me, and 2 of Wands, it's giving me that you're weighing your options. There's a choice between 2 directions that you can take. Getting clear on who you aren't and who you want to be is really important. 2G, enough. There could be some kind of like alarm or an alert coming to you, a warning. I'm hearing there's some kind of warning this week that's coming to you about the direction you're taking and which one's going to be better for you. Some clarity coming in. Yeah, there's more than one way to read a map, right? So to me, that's giving hear music through sight. Seeing things from a different perspective, seeing where you want to go from a different perspective, and really getting clear on how you can get there. I think one of your blockages might be something that you haven't healed, whether it's like something failed in the past and that's what's blocking you from even putting the action towards this, or your fear of failure. There's a need for you to be responsible about healing yourself and changing your perspective so that you can make this happen. Because the clarity is going to come from you looking at the situation from a different perspective. All right, water signs. Thanks for coming through. If you want to subscribe, you can go check out my website, TheLotus.Space. And yeah. All right, so let's do it. Let's do fire signs. All right, fire. Let's start with Sagittarius. What's Sagittarius's message? I feel like a lot in life you felt like you were juggled or left out in the cold, and you were always just trying to be there and support and give love to other people. But every single time you tried to do it, it's like people turned their back towards you. You tried to bring joy and happiness into other people's lives, into your own, and it just feels like time after time you're getting smacked down. To the point where you're just tired. Like you don't want to be this kind person anymore. You want to shut off the kindness, and it's like the world doesn't want you to do that. It's about being selective about who you give that time to and that kindness to. Meaning doesn't come with titles. If fame finds you, keep working in spite of it. Chaos is handmade. I feel like what I'm getting to is that some of this overgiving, because I feel like you're overcompensating a little bit to make everybody else happy. And I think something that is coming from almost like a need for validation, I want to say. It's like you're looking for happiness in other people instead of just being the happiness. It's like for whatever reason you keep giving to people that just don't give back to you, or situations that you know won't bring you the happiness you desire. There's a need for you to stop doing that and give it to yourself instead. Because these people that it's like they're not even paying attention to all that you're trying to offer to them. They're so focused on what they have going on. Like, I don't even think it's intentionally. Like, they're just so focused on what they have going on, they're not even seeing your offer. So instead, give that to yourself so that you don't end up hurting or getting juggled or hurting yourself. Yeah, start looking for happiness in new places. Stop allowing the same things that keep making you miserable. It's up to you to make the changes. If you keep staying stuck in the same cycle, you can't blame anybody else but yourself. If there's somebody that's always mean to you or always causes problems or always gets you in trouble, whatever it is, and you keep going back to that situation, or you don't kick that person out, or you don't stop being friends with that person at some point, that's on you. So when are you going to make the change? All right, Sag. Subscribe. Check out my website, TheLotus.Space. Thanks. All right, let's do it, Aries. Aries, what's the message for Aries? Aries, breadcrumbing. What's going on with the breadcrumbing? Oh, interesting. I feel like you're breadcrumbing your own potential. Like you're not putting the energy, the emphasis, everything that you could truly be putting into this, you're not doing it. So you're not elevating, you're not growing, you're not going anywhere because you're staying stuck in situations that don't feed you. And whether it's a job or friendships or lover, practice makes problems. Theory makes perfect. Sign your name in concrete. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. Signing your name in concrete. It's like you're breadcrumbing your own ideas. It's like you start something, you might go all the way in the beginning, and then it doesn't work out as quickly as you planned, and then you just give up. But it's like you're missing the lessons through the struggle or the growth of whatever it is that you're trying to grow, or just of leaving. Whatever it is, there's a need for you to really, it's time. Thou shalt not judge because thou hast effed up before too. One, not to judge others, and one, it's almost like you're competing with everybody else, but you shouldn't. You should just be focusing on yourself. Instead, you're constantly comparing yourself with what they did, and they did, and they did, and this did, and they did, and they did, instead of just focusing on yourself and giving your story. That's another thing I'm hearing. But I also feel like when it comes to other people, one, don't be judgmental of other people and what they're putting out there. Just focus on yourself. Stop judging anybody else and what they did and how they did it or where they did it or when or who or whatever. Just focus on you. And stop breadcrumbing your own success. All right. Subscribe. Check out TheLotus.Space. It's my website. Thanks. All right. Aries. All right. So let's go into Leo. What's the message for Leo? Leo, you need to set clear boundaries. There's a need for you to get a little cutthroat. I feel like you've been too giving, too kind, and now it's time for you to... Somebody's not trying to let go of you, and you know they're not good for you. Or a job is not trying to let go of you, but as you know, whatever this is that's not trying to let go of you, you know it's not good for you. And it's time for you to get clear on your boundaries, not feel bad about it, and say what the fuck say what the F you need to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. One lives many lives in a lifetime. I feel like right now you're going through a transformation, like you're going through an ego death into a new chapter. So you're changing. And maybe these people, whether they're friendships or relationships or jobs, you're grown out of them. Like it's the growing pains. You've grown out of this and now you have to leave it behind. And some people or jobs don't understand why, but you need to be clear about how you feel and move forward and not let them to sway you, because you know that this is holding you back. Whatever it is, the people, the job, you know you have to let it go. You are a product of what you believe. Maybe these people or this job is very negative, or the job tells you need more experience, but you know you have enough experience. Or the people are telling you, oh yeah, he broke up with me again. He cheated on me. It's always negative stuff. Oh, I don't have enough money. Those people have to go, because they start feeding that into your subconscious and it's blocking your potential. So be aware of that, Leo. All right, subscribe and check out TheLotus.Space. I got a blog. I got a shop coming. I'm working here, okay? The website is definitely still under construction, but today I'm going to work on it, actually. All right, let's do it. So we're going to get into air or earth. That was a water sign. That wasn't either. Air or earth. Let's do earth. Let's start with Capricorn. What's the message for Capricorn? Wow, Capricorn. I feel like you've pulled back. You pulled back to really get clear on what it is that you want for the long term. I feel like whatever was here, you didn't feel like that it was giving you long-term vibes. It was just giving you confusion and caught in your head. So you made a choice to withdraw. Then there was a little confusion about which way you were going, or if you're going this way and if you made the right choices. And then judgment came and you knew you made the right choice. That's the energy of this week. I feel like you're going to make a tough choice and you're going to waver and feel like, was this the right choice to make? But in the long run, yes, it was. So keep pushing forward with that, because the story only seems one-sided. There's no such thing as a happy ending. Find your future in the past. Where I feel like there's a need for you to look back in the past of where you went wrong, so that your future, you can take this new journey and not have to worry about making the same mistakes, right? What red flag did you miss? Or maybe a red flag of your own. What toxic trait did you not let go of? But it almost seems like this is giving me devil vibes. It seems like this is another situation, right? There's two people in a situation. You're both seeing the situation from different perspectives, but there's no need to convince each other, because you both strongly feel how you feel, and going back and forth is not going to make it better. It's almost like you both need to understand each other's story or side. I understand your side, but I still feel the way I feel, and I'm still going to continue forward with where I feel I need to go and what's best with me. The secret of being a good human is learning not to take your ish out on others. So just make sure you're clear about your side of the story, and that you know that you're right in your thinking. But don't take it out on anybody else. Just say, listen, I get your perspective, I get my perspective, and now I think we just need to move forward. Don't be like, F this, I'm going to get you back. Like, not like that. Don't do that. All right. Capricorn, subscribe and check out my website, TheLotus.Space. All right, so let's do Virgo. What's Virgo's energy? Virgo energy. Burdens. Overweight. Trying to get past having the strength. You got a lot of weight on your shoulders right now, Virgo. And quite frankly, I don't even think it's weight that needs to be there. I think you're just taking on a lot of problems that you're not, like other people's problems or things that you've made up in your head that just aren't there. And you're trying to have the strength to make the right choices and to go the right direction to deal with these things. But I feel like there's an easier way to do it, and it's right in front of your face. It's like you have a whole nother opportunity, right, that you could take. Whether it's like moving away or dating someone, getting into a commitment, or changing a job, whatever it is, there's a whole nother direction you can go, but it's going to take you completely leaving everything behind that you're currently at. Friends, jobs, perspectives, but quite frankly, you don't seem happy anyway. But in order for that to happen, it's going to take a huge shift, and that can be scary. So it's like you're keeping yourself burdened instead of trying this new thing. Whether it's like a fear of commitment, or a fear of leaving a job, or a fear of not being anything, whatever it is, there's the owl wisdom coming in. It's like the devil on your shoulder, but wisdom's coming in. I feel like you're going through an awakening. You're getting clarity on this. In case of emergency, locate the nearest exile or the nearest exit. Truth takes shape in the shadows. I feel like you're going through an awakening. A lot of shadow work right now, and really getting clear about how you feel. I feel like somebody may be a little hoish, or dating multiple people, or multiple people are in your ear telling you what to do. And it could be the devil too. It could be your own negative thoughts. But I feel like you're gaining wisdom through this, how you're causing your own demise. It feels like almost. Know the difference between shame and guilt. I honestly feel like you have a way out of all of this. But because you're so stuck on trying to get up this hill and get to where you need to go, you're not noticing the blessing over here. And I do feel like it comes in the form of somebody else that can help you, but you're overlooking this person or this situation. It could be a job too. A job might be able to help you. All right, Virgo. I hope that helped. Subscribe and check out my website, TheLotus.Space. All right, we did Capricorn. We did Virgo. Let's do Taurus. All right, what's the message for Taurus? Taurus. There's a need for you to find passion in life again. Find your joy. Find your your happiness. I feel like you need to let go of the people or things that take advantage or use you or drain you, and focus on the things that bring you joy and happiness. And even if that's like by yourself, if it's drawing or painting or just getting out in nature, like there's a need for you to do those things again. There's a need for you, exhale the BS, to stop allowing people to walking all over you, stopping allowing people to take advantage of your kindness, and peace out. Take what you have left and peace out. And go towards the things that make you happy. This is up to you to change your perspective on life. Meaning doesn't come with titles. Chaos is handmade. I feel like anything you're going through right now at this point, it's up to you to take the reins in your hands. I'm seeing a horse. Take the reins in your hands, kick the horse forward, and get going in a new direction. I think you're creating, there's a lot about art here and painting. A need for expressing your emotions, your pain. So whether that's music, poetry, art, something creative that helps you release. I think that's going to help you exhale the BS, okay? All right. We got one more group. Let's get these air signs done. Let's do Gemini first. So, Capricorn, subscribe. Check out my website, TheLotus.Space. It's under construction, but it's coming. It's going to be pretty dope once it's all done, I promise. All right, so Gemini. Okay, this is for you, Gemini. There's a truth coming out. A truth about a situation that's caused you a lot of pain. I feel like you keep wearing the rose-colored glasses. You want to put on the rose-colored glasses because, don't be an ungrateful-ish. You put on the rose-colored glasses, you go back into situations thinking, oh, well, it'll get better. This person will treat me better, or this job will get better, and everything's going to be great. And then things go down the wall and you get into a negative perspective and you become ungrateful for the things that you do have that are good because you got so focused on one thing that caused you pain, or a person that caused you pain, or a job. It's time to take the rose-colored glasses off. It's time to see the truth, and it's time to be grateful for the good that you have, the love you do have, and release the people that aren't giving that to you, that aren't fulfilling you, that aren't making you happy. And aren't bringing you joy because they don't deserve to be in your life. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be, find the facts in your feelings. How are you feeling about this situation? Are you wearing rose-colored glasses and forgetting about your own feelings and emotions? 2222 on the clock. That's a lot of twos. The sun rises whether or not you are there to watch it. Again, the rose-colored glasses I'm getting. The world is going to keep moving forward. People are going to keep getting better. They're going to keep getting more money. They're going to find love. They're going to have kids. They're going to have families. But if you stay in the same job that isn't giving you money and you're not applying for other jobs or applying yourself elsewhere, well, then you're going to be stuck there and everybody else is going to be doing better than you. And then you're just going to be jealous and hurt. Or if you stay with the same guy that keeps hurting you and isn't giving you what you deserve, well, then everybody else is going to go off and find their perfect lover, and you're going to be stuck with this man that keeps hurting you. And you're going to turn into a negative person that's not grateful. So be careful of that. Really listen to your feelings. If this person doesn't make you happy, leave them alone. I know sometimes we want to go back because we miss that person, and dating sucks. The pool is peed in. I get it. But you got to have faith. You got to keep... dating isn't like you're going to find that one person the first time you get on a dating app or the first time you go on a date. You got to go through the frogs to find the prince, but you have to be willing to consistently go through that and not go back to people that don't serve you. All right, Gemini, subscribe and check out my website, TheLotus.Space. All right, let's do Libra. What's Libra's energy? Ooh, okay, Libra. You're throwing the stuff on the ground. You're ready for new. You're ready for love. You're ready for your cup to be filled. You're ready to fill somebody else's cup. You're ready to bring happiness into your life. This is a lot around love and passion and putting action towards new love. I feel like you guys have mastered whatever the lesson was with the past person. Somebody that just truly wasn't making you happy, and you've moved forward. Though you love them dearly, you're not willing to sacrifice yourself and your love for somebody that's not going to give you the love you deserve. So now you're ready to move forward and you're excited about this new love. But again, Kind of like what I was just telling Gemini. Just know it takes time. Don't take the first offer that comes to you. Don't take the first frog in the creek, right? Make sure you find one that is going to do better than the last one for you. The story seems one-sided. There's no such thing as a happy ending. Find your future in the path. Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same, and that's why life hurts. Be careful with not seeing both perspectives in the matter when it comes to love. This feels like new. Like, I feel like within the past, there's a need for you to look back at the past connection and realize the red flags so that these new people don't bring those same red flags and you walk away from that, right? But I also think, in a sense, a lot of the past, the way you were dating, you need to look not just at how that person was wrong, but where you were going wrong, or where you were almost like feeding into the negativity or feeding into the bullshit or the BS. I'm sorry. Try not to curse. Where you were wrong in these situations so that you can do better in the future and have something that's long lasting. Because there's two sides. There is two sides. It doesn't mean go back to the past person. It just means get clear about where you were going wrong so that you can find your happy ending. That's what I'm getting from you. But it seems like a lot of positive energy around love, new love coming in, happiness, or just like a positive outlook with going out and dating and meeting people again, which I think is good. So keep pushing forward with that. And then we got our last sign. Oh, so Libras, subscribe. Check out TheLotus.Space. And Aquarius, let's do it. Last but not least, you're no longer letting yourself be stuck. Yep, you have, this looks like it's more so around finances. You have an idea about a new direction to take when it comes to finances and a business. And it's time for you to move on that, right? So you're no longer keeping yourself stuck. You have this idea, and now it's time to take the action towards it. Because you have the idea, but don't allow yourself with this new idea to get stuck again because you're not taking any action. I don't see any action cards here. I see a lot of being in your head and ideas. But it's time to actually move on the idea. Fight the power, paint the powerless. Show what you see, not what you saw. May your art help finance your legal fees. I feel like whatever you're doing, be careful of lawsuits and like legal fees. Not just lawsuits, but maybe you're not getting the licensing you need or the business license or whatever it is. Be careful with that and how long you allow that to go on, because you don't want that to allow you to owe the state or the government or somebody all these thousands of dollars because you weren't protecting yourself. So be aware of that, okay? Holding on to resentment is like taking a shit on your own heart. Yeah, there's a need. Anything that failed in the past, anybody that wasn't supportive of your ideas, let that shit go. And just move forward. It's time to move forward on this new idea. It's time to be positive, optimistic, but make sure you're not taking any shortcuts. You're doing everything that needs to be done in order to make sure this will be successful. All right, guys, subscribe, check out TheLotus.Space. Thanks for coming through. These are the weekly messages. This is timeless, so whenever you see it, it's for you. All right, thanks.